Hi there, this is Val with Bogart Wings, and I'm going to demonstrate two really simple envelopes to put into your junk journals. We're going to make them out of book pages or maps, whatever you've got on hand. Paper-wise, it could be graph paper, you could do watercolor paper and then paint something all over it and use that in your art journal. But these are very, very simple. And we'll start with this one. It's a simple book page, just fold it up. Let's see what I've got here that I can show you. Real simple. We'll use this one. Put these aside. This is our second envelope that we'll make. Put these aside. Okay, one of the things I've learned is whatever you want on the outside of your envelope from the book page side, whether it's a drawing or the writing that you like, maybe it's a poem, whatever you like, you look, whatever you like goes on the outside, so you flip it so that the inside is always upside down. And for the first one, you can fold it up to any dimension you want, just so it has a little flap at the top, or it can have a large flap depending on what you want to do with it and how you want to decorate it. But that's how simple it is. Before you actually seal it up as an envelope, though, I wanted to show you a trick I love to do. If I want to do this as just, let me get a demo page out for you. Pretend this is one of your inserts in a signature. This is tea-dyed paper that I've got on hand. I laid the whole sheet down and see approximately where it's going to fit, and then make a little mark on my page, and that lets me know where I want this to lay in placement. And one of the things we do with that same fold, you take your book page with your writing upside down facing up, fold it up, lay that on your page, fold this down, and then on the inside where the writing is upside down, I take my glue stick and just, no big, it doesn't have to be completely covered like you would with maybe Mod Podge. You just want to tack this down good, and it always stays down for me. But I'm using tissue paper that was in a gift that my daughter recently gave me, and I'm smoothing it down with the cap of my glue stick. There's going to be some wrinkles, but very little. And I like the loose to hang off. It's almost like doing lace. Adds to the character of the paper. And it gives me, it softens the book page writing that's underneath. And then when I go to write on it, it's going to, I always use black ink, and it's going to be the dominant that you see, so you won't even notice the writing underneath. It won't be such a distraction, and it gives you more writing space with the tissue paper covering it. And it doesn't get shiny, it didn't tear. If you don't like the parts that are hanging off, then just lift it up, put glue in those areas if you want all that to stick. See? And it looks great. And then you can always turn your page over and trim off all the tissue paper. But if you're going to make an envelope out of it, all you have to do is fold it, just like we said, and then run your bead of glue Let me do that on another piece that's a book page. I'm going to save this to use in a journal for writing. And so I'll just use a book page. Now this one's got, it's from a nature book, giant tree. And I like the tree. And so I'm going to use that as my outside. So I want whatever is on this side upside down. And you can see the writing's upside down. And so I have folded it up partially and then put a flap on it. And I'm going to run a bead of glue just on the edge on both sides. Fold that up, press it down. It won't take long for it to hold. Okay, now if I wanted to decorate this, say, now the way I would use it is probably, I might put my envelope down at the bottom of the page, and most likely I would leave my tea stained paper blank so that that's writing area, and I would want to use book page. So let's see if I've got a folded book page that's big enough to handle this size envelope. Yep, I do. So since this already has writing on it, and I don't want to cover every book page in my journal with tissue paper. So if I'm going to add a pocket or an envelope, I would do it on a book page. And this has got the center fold. So when I put it into my journal, I'll sew right through this area and add it to all the other pages in my signature and then sew it into my journal. And so I would put my envelope most likely here, or you could put it here. There's a couple of ways of putting it down. I could take my glue stick and go all over the whole envelope and place it here. Since this one, I like the illustration on it, I think what I do is just paper clip it to the side of a page so that, you know, I can use it as an envelope. If I'm traveling, I can take it out of my journal, stick it in my purse, and I'm on my way to add little mementos, receipts, and so on in here. When I put it back in my journal, I can put that memorabilia inside and keep it there, or I can take the memorabilia out and do a little collage on a page, and then if I still have more tokens and so on in here, I can paper clip it to this page. You can cover the written book pages with all your pictures, or you can illustrate on it if you want. Here's one I've made of a French book from school, and they've put all their little notes on it, and I never erase that because I think that adds character and I love it. We've got one here that I just folded up and I stamped on it, and kind of like the word that's on there for kind of a macabre journal maybe. And I would put my glue on either side. I could have taken this book page and saved it for that illustration. That could have been flipped up like this. Well, I still could. That would be cute. And you can see I just punched the edge here of the paper. I think that's cute. Inking it would add to it. And of course it needs to be glued like an envelope, whichever side I decide to use it in my journal. Let's see. I think that's about all that I wanted to show you. So it's a book page. You make sure the writing is facing up. That way, when you fold it, your writing is going to be in the right direction. A lot of people are concerned about that in their journals. Personally, for me, I would not care. I've got a lot of them that I folded upside down, and then I decorated, and it doesn't matter. But gluing down, you can glue stick the whole back of your envelope and glue it down wherever you want in your journal, or you can take liquid glue, PVA glue, and glue around 3 sides of it, and then lay that down, and it gives you a pocket, okay? And then you have this pocket, I mean this envelope, which is glued on the sides. Maybe I should go ahead and do that, so it's a good demonstration of what we do. Let's see, this is a smaller one. So I'm going to go ahead and glue it like an envelope. Show you how I do that again. Wrong side up. Your paper's the wrong side up. Bead of glue on either end. Coming out slow all of a sudden. Press. Now I'm going to do it as a pocket. So it's an envelope turned into a pocket. And it's still an envelope. And I'm going to glue that down on my book page. Okay, so now, let's see if this would fit. My pocket, I can put, I like to use, I bought a lot of scrapbook paper when scrapbooking started out, and I just kept buying paper, and of course it was very affordable then. But this is cardstock weight that I had in my stash, and it's blank on the other side, and you can ink all around it. You could punch a hole. You could put a little reinforcer, like one of these, around the hole, and then put some string or ribbon through it, like I've done on these paper clips. Just tied a little string onto the paper clip. But that gives you more writing space, fits into the envelope. If I wanted to decorate the envelope, I could, say, put a little lace on the top. There's a different kind I could put here. I could take scissors and do a zigzag cut. I could, this is an offcut from a magazine paper, and I could wrinkle up some, pleat some paper real quick. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I could put that on here. I could just put my paper clip here to hold it shut, hold my envelope shut, and that way things don't spill out. I don't think they would. I've got little things that I cut out of a seed catalog. This kind of looks like maybe a, you know, it's a stamp. You can pretend it's a stamp. I'm trying to get my words out here. I do have a little bird that we could put right up here to decorate the page, but it's going to be covered up when you use it as a pocket, most likely. So I wouldn't waste my artwork for that purpose, I don't think. But I do think I want some scissors on here. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Washi tape. That'll be my decoration. I just love washi tape. I have some that washi tape that's like a tough vinyl, and it'll last, but it's doesn't have any flexibility to it. So I like these softer washi tapes, if you can get them. That's one thing I did buy. I took a trip way back, gosh, maybe, I don't know, let's see, about 17, 18 years ago, to Japan, and I picked up several rolls of washi tape because I'd never seen it in the States, and it was just really cute. So, and I held on to it. I hoard all these wonderful little things. But anyways, there's your first pocket. I've already got a little something in it. Okay, and then we'll move on to the next pocket. Okay. Now, this pocket, I'm going to move the paper aside. Where did I put all those? I put them to the side. Okay, here they are. Okay, we've got, I've got one made out of mapping, book pages. This is from the directory of an atlas book. And you can see the different colors. I haven't inked anything. I think they look really cute the way they are, but if you want to ink them, ink them. By all means, they're really easy to make. Okay, so how do we make these? Well, you start off with a square. So I always take my book page, hold down that corner, flip it up. We've got a triangle. Fold it in half. Hold on to your scraps. We can make things out of them. Okay. Fold it a second time, matching your corners. Now, we'll start with the sides of the envelope. We bring that corner to the center, and you can see your fold lines. And we bring this corner to the center. That's our sides. We bring this piece up. And I go up a little bit more than the corner because I don't want it meeting like this. I want it to actually overlay. So I bring it up about 1/4 of an inch on either side. You can see it's not quite straight. That wouldn't bother me, but I know it does bother some people. So how do you seal it? Let's put a little liquid glue along the two sides of the flap that's the bottom. Bring that up. And I like to take that point and bend it down. Doesn't have to be perfect. I just want enough to tuck it in. I always try to put my fingers here and make sure it's not going to stick. And it's holding pretty well already. This is old paper, so it's pretty porous. The maps usually have a coating on them, and it makes it a little more difficult. It takes a little longer to hold. But you can see how cute that is. And then for the flap coming down, I do a little bit more on the sides, but not quite as much as I do on the bottom. You can see about 1/8 of an inch, maybe. A little piece sticking out there. Okay, and you've got your seam lines to always match up. So you've got an envelope right there ready to go. And I don't think it needs much decorating. And the reason why is I want a place that I can stick things in. It's small enough to take out of your journal. If you've got it paper clipped in, stick it in your purse like the other one. And so how simple is that? Just a little square. And I'll do a demonstration one more time with the leftover. Okay, so I hold that corner and I bring this up. So it's a straight line along that edge right there. Cut off the extra. I'm going to bring up the other two corners together to get another fold line. Okay. I'm going to take and bring that corner up to the center and this corner to meet it. And now that gives me my two sides. I'm going to make sure I'm pulling up a little bit. 1/4 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch will do it. You don't have to tuck that piece down if you don't want to. And you can put the glue on the two sides, the bottom edges of the two sides. Doesn't have to be on this flap. And I press gently, but press. Stick my finger in, press again, and hold it so it's away from the bottom of the envelope inside. Just takes a little moment there. If you don't like the point, I leave the point a lot of times, but if you don't like that point, you can cut it off. Give that a second to hold. Okay, there you go. Fold the top down. And you can decorate that little piece that comes down. Let's see if I got anything here that would be cute. I have a little offcut here. It's a little plant. I can actually attach that to the top of the envelope. It might get in the way of a fold, so I think you'd want your decorating to be just on that fold right there. So let's see, I don't see anything right here that I could tear off and use. I don't want to tear the head off a bird. Oh, I've got something cute. I've got these little felt buttons. I could actually attach that to that. That would be cute. I could just put a little string through it, a little thread through it, and attach it. Let's see if I had a little thread. I do. Oh, yeah, I do. Here's a little piece here. Show you how cute that can be. It should be easy as pie. Why isn't it? There we go. Put those two tie up. You can do this with a regular button, a paper button. Thread it through with a needle if you wanted to. I'm going to leave the strings. I always like things like that dangling. And just glue it right down to the flap. I'd use PVA glue. A glue stick would never hold this. Really have too much glue on there, but came out fast. Turn this sideways. There we go. Now, this probably would look cuter if the threads were cut shorter. I could tie a bow, but I'm not going to. So I think I will just cut them off. Get my button in the right position again. There we go. How cute is that? There's something to tuck right in there. Okay. All right, so simple as pie. You can always decorate these in different manners. If you want something to catch your flap, you can take, say a little bit of this, a little lace, a little ribbon, anything of that sort. Put a little glue on each end to hold it in place. Oh, that's folded. I don't need all that. Let me cut that off. Put some glue on the other side. There we go. All right, see where my flap comes down? I'm going to put that right there. Oop. Let that set up. It'll take a minute, obviously. But what you want to do is put it so that your little flap has something to tuck into. Okay, so I'm going to glue it right here, down right like that, and then the flap gets caught. And then when you're done filling it, put your flap back down, tuck it right in. Okay, how cute is that going to be when it holds? Oh, let's try something different. What else could we use? Let's see, something that I've got that's long enough. I can always use book page again. I'll use a little of this. This is cute. It's got some lines on it. Probably could get it to hold with glue stick on either end. And I'll lay that across. Yeah, that would be cute. All right, so that's a better alternative than that jute ribbon that was a little porous and harder to get the glue to sit. Okay, there you go. Tucks right in. There you go. That's just another way to decorate them. I did it with the map here, and you could tuck it into a little strip off. It's an offcut. The catch is an offcut strip of paper from the side of the map that this piece came from. So I think that's kind of cute. I mean, it's using what you've got, you know what I mean? And you don't have to go out and buy more junk. Okay, we're trying to get rid of junk, but create something that's fun and usable if possible. How cute is that? All different sizes, just need a square. It could be scrapbook paper. You could use wrapping paper. You can use graph paper, like I said, just a variety of things. That's 2 simple envelopes that you can use in your junk journaling. So that's it in the nutshell. I hope you come back. We'll be making more videos, and I hope you get something out of this, and it just gives you a first step to inspire you to build upon this. Just different ideas that you can expand, and ways that you can use these envelopes. Might not be in junk journals, it might be for something else. And so if you have a clever idea, or non-clever but a new idea, go ahead and pop it down in the comments. I'd love for you to subscribe. I'm in my 70s and I'm trying to build up this channel very quickly. So I'm going to keep making the videos because I like doing it. And I just hope you enjoy them. Thank you. Come again. Bye-bye.